We know this is a strange season for all of us, so over the next couple of weeks, we're going to do one of the things that we used to love to do when we would get snowed in and have to cancel worship, and that is a video called Coffee with the Pastors. So we've got our coffee. This is one way we're going to try to connect with one another while we're apart, and we're hoping to aim around 10 o'clock in the morning. So you can grab a cup of coffee or tea or milk or whatever you want to drink.
Your second, third cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't need to be your first. This is a judgment-free zone. And join us for a moment.
So one thing that we have to really be careful about during this season is spending too much of our day on the internet or on social media or listening to the news. There's certainly a place for staying informed, but there's also a need to separate. So in order to not feed our anxiety and our fear beyond what is helpful to know and understand. So our Coffee with the Pastors will also include in it a bit of sending to push you away from those pieces of your life. So you can join us here, and then you can go about your day with a particular lens through which to see what God might be doing in your midst.
So to start us off, we're going to start with a little reflection on imagination, because I think over the next couple days and weeks, being imaginative is going to be essential for both our mental health and our spiritual health. So I've got a quote here from Frederick Buechner, who's a theologian and writer on imagination. So see if this kind of sparks something for you. Even 1,000 miles inland, you can smell the sea and hear the mewing of the gulls if you give thought to it. You can see in your mind's eye the living face of people long dead, or hear in the mind's ear the United States Marine Band playing The Stars and Stripes Forever. If you work at it, you can smell the smell of autumn leaves, or taste a chocolate malt. You don't have to be asleep to dream dreams either. There are those who can come up with dramas laid 20,000 leagues under the sea, or take a little girl through a looking glass. Imagining is perhaps as close as humans get to creating something out of nothing, the way God is said to. It is a power that, to one degree or another, everyone has or can develop. Like muscles, it can be strengthened through practice and exercise. Keep at it until you can actually hear your grandfather's voice, for instance, or feel the rush of hot air when you open the 450-degree oven.
So how can you incorporate the spiritual practice of imagination today? In many ways, all Christians do this as we live in a world where there are only glimpses and fragments of God's reign breaking in, even as we await the fullness of God's kingdom to be here. Maybe it's because children are better at using their imagination that Jesus says we will be able to enter the kingdom of heaven only as a little child. They are already primed to see beyond the current reality and into the future that God brings. So today, play a game, make believe, stretch your imaginative brain and see where you might find God in the midst of it all.
So one of our traditions in our Coffee with the Pastors is to end with really bad jokes. So here you go. Tim, who was the smartest man in the Bible?
I don't know, Audrey.
Well, it was Abraham, of course. He knew a lot. The person.
Yeah,
lot.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
he knew a lot. Okay, your turn.
Who was the greatest comedian in the Bible?
I don't know, Tim.
It was Samson. He brought down the house.
Yay! Oh. Enjoy those. So we'll see you back with Coffee with the Pastor soon.